Next on Lion TV, we have Aiden Hughes with a story on a church donation center making an impact in a local community, and an update on a missing Sacramento mother and her 8-year-old daughter.
And me, Chandler Hopper, to give you all the info about our Searcy High School football scrimmage against Wynn. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, Searcy High. Welcome back to another episode of Lion TV. I'm Marley Snow.
And I'm Jayla Chase. Today is Friday, August 22nd. We hope everyone has enjoyed their first 2 weeks of school so far. Now let's start the day with some student announcements.
SHS 10th and 11th graders, the deadline to sign up to take the PSAT test is August 29th. The cost is $20. Forms are available to pick up in the library.
The SHS Care Closet has clothing and hygiene products free of charge for any student. It is open every school day for clothing or hygiene emergencies. Please talk to a teacher, the nurse, or the office. If you have any questions about the Care Closet, go to room 204 or email jmeans-ct@searcyschools.org.
SHS has a food pantry that provides students with food bags to take home every weekend. You must complete a Google form if you would like to get a bag each week. Students can sign up anytime during the school year to start getting a weekly bag. Students should pick up their food bag after 7th period on Fridays before you leave school. If you have any questions, please speak to Miss Jenna in room 204 or Miss Edelman in room 306. All students' information will be kept private.
If you are interested in being a mascot for Searcy High School, please see Miss Shannon Hollyfield in room 114. Responsibilities include home football games, pep rallies, some home basketball games, and occasionally appearances at the elementary and middle school events.
The first esports meeting will be after school on Monday, August 25th. Contact Mr. Hodges at g-ahodges@searcyschools.org for more information. The first Tabletop Society meeting will be after school on Tuesday, August 26th. Contact Mr. Renard at brenard@searcyschools.org for more info. And the first Science Club meeting will be before school on Thursday, August 28th. Contact Mr. Renard for that as well.
Griffinville has turned an abandoned bank into a donation center.
That's right, and Aiden Hughes has the story of how the new center is helping out the community.
Here in the town of Griffinville, the need for clothes and food for the poor is a necessity. We went to the local donation center known as the Security House to talk about the location.
Well, the bank was here, and we built a church building around the corner. Decided they were going to close out down here, so I went to visit with the vice president at Security Bank and told him we didn't need another empty building in Griffinville. And so he said, "What do you propose?" I said, "Well, gift it to the church, and we'll make a benevolent room, clothing, food, and that thing for the community."
The small community of Griffinville may have less people than Searcy, yet through the Security House, it's united.
Everything here is free. We charge for nothing. Started out by doing it every week on Wednesdays, and we figured that was too often, so we're open one Wednesday a month, but the clothing and stuff are available anytime. All they have to do is call us. The mayor of the city has the fire department has a key to the building if it's needed for a fire. Someone has burned out and don't have clothing, so we take care of that. We have no plans of stopping it.
The church plans to keep this location open for as long as possible, which means great things for locals and outsiders alike.
I try to donate once a month. We usually go through some clothes and so forth. I've got a brother who lives in Sherwood. About twice a week, he'll bring things down. Well, one thing, I go to the Griffinville Church of Christ, and this is run by them. Myself and Gary and others, we all have a part in this. It's not like it's a one-man operation. We all try to volunteer our time when we're able. I donate as often as I can, and other folks that are less fortunate than some. So we try to keep it stocked the best we can.
Donations of food and clothes are often given, bringing together many people from all walks of life.
Well, it's usually dry goods, rice, beans, canned items. Of course, we don't have any type of refrigeration, so we can't do meat and milk, things like that. Maybe someday we can, but mainly just dry goods.
Looks like this donation center will help Griffinville for years to come. I'm Aiden Hughes, sending it back to our anchors.
Thanks, Aiden. Be sure to go support this new donation center and help out as best as you can.
One Central Arkansas Rescue is making sure older dogs often forgotten in shelters get the second chance they deserve. Paws Rescue is a new initiative that is putting a unique spotlight on senior pups. At many shelters, senior dogs are the last to be chosen, but Crystal Henderson, founder of Henderson Home Animal Rescue, says she has a soft spot for the old souls. But giving these pups the care they deserve comes at a price. Older dogs often need extra vet visits, medicine, and treatment. That effort takes a creative turn starting in local thrift shops. Volunteers research for stuffed dogs, clean them up, and add accessories, then put them up for adoption. The initiative gives a second chance for stuffed animals and a lifeline for senior dogs wanting for a family of their own. Paws Rescue says every stuffed dog adopted helps cover medical costs for a real one, providing that sometimes saving lives starts with a little creativity.
A missing Sacramento mother and her 8-month-old daughter were found dead inside a submerged vehicle on Sunday. Search crews confirmed Whisper Owens, 36, and her infant daughter, Sandra McCarty, had been missing since July 15th. When Owen drove to see family and go to a doctor's appointment in Fresno, California, her family said she left in the early evening to head back home to Sacramento. They were found Sunday inside their 2006 Chevrolet Trailblazer, which was discovered submerged in a canal under a bridge on Highway 120 near Oakdale. The discovery was made using sonar technology. The volunteer search team confirmed the bodies of both Owen and Sandra were inside the vehicle. The searchers say Owen made a desperate attempt to save her daughter during the incident. It's not clear what led them becoming trapped under the bridge.
President Trump said Tuesday that it would be better if Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky met without him first, as Trump pushes the leaders to bring an end to the more than 3-year-long war to Eastern Europe. The president, who has pushed a three-way summit with Zelensky and Putin, said recently had very successful meetings with both leaders, but it would be more beneficial if the two presidents met alone first after meeting with Zelensky and 7 European leaders at the White House on Monday. Trump said his administration would help broker a meeting between Putin and Zelensky, and that soon after a trilateral meeting, including the U.S. president, will take place.
It's been so hot lately. I wonder if it's going to cool down anytime soon.
Well, good thing Curtis Stevens has all of our latest weather updates.
Good morning, Searcy High School. I'm Curtis Stevens here for your weather update. Today it will be partly cloudy with a high of 89, 1% chance of rain. Winds blowing northeast at 9 miles per hour with a humidity of 58%, and your sun rose at 6:32 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight it will be partly cloudy with a low of 70, 9% chance of rain. Winds blowing north-northeast at 8 miles per hour with a humidity of 81%, and your sun will set at 7:49 8 p.m. On to the almanac. For the last 7 days, the average has been a high of 92, a low of 71. There's been a monthly average of precipitation of 3.41 inches and a month-to-date of 0.85 inches. On to the 5cast. On Saturday, it will be sunny with a high of 93, a low of 68, and a 5% chance of rain. On Sunday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 93, a low of 64, and a 7% chance of rain. On Monday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 84, a low of 62, and a 5% chance of rain. On Tuesday, it will be raining with a high of 75, a low of 59, and a 41% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it will be mostly cloudy with a high of 79, a low of 60, and a 24% chance of rain. Well, Cersei, be sure to get your umbrellas ready on Tuesday because it seems like it's going to be raining a lot that day. I'm Curtis Stevens, sending it back to the news desk.
Thank you, Curtis. Marley, all this weather talk is making me hungry. Do you know what's for lunch?
I do. Today for lunch, we'll be having home-styled meatloaf, pepperoni and cheese calzone, fajita marinade chicken, classic chicken sandwich, popcorn chicken salad, strawberry and mango frozen side cakes, and milk.
That sounds great. Please be sure to thank the lunch ladies for all their hard work and all they do for us here at SHS.
Moving on to sports, the NFL preseason is almost done, with all teams, including high school, starting up once again for another season.
That's right, Marley. Chandler Hopper has more info in sports.
Zach DeCinco swept the boys' singles, winning the final 8-0. In the girls' singles, Sheridan Hernandez came in third and Melina Rogers got fourth. In girls' doubles, Enid Carpenter and Isabella Venture tied for fourth place and played well together. On the boys' side, Carter Finley and Rook Rideout took third in doubles. Overall, these games had a lot of good players playing great. As the high school football season inches closer, our Cersei Lions headed to Wynn to face the Yellow Jackets for their annual scrimmage. Tension was high as the game was delayed due to storms, but after an hour delay, the game proceeded. The game started with the Lions taking an early lead with the field goal, followed by DeAndre Shockley's 70-yard pick six, leading to a 10-0 lead going into the half. The second half started slow as both teams were only able to score a touchdown, leading to the Lions' 17-7 victory, giving us great signs for the season to come. The tennis games from Monday, August 18th were canceled due to this extreme heat and will be postponed, and we'll update you whenever we reschedule. We caught up with Easton Evans to discuss the key factors in the game.
Some of the good things I saw last night was our defense. They held up pretty good against a good running offense, and our offense did pretty good as well. Going up against a pretty tough defense, pretty big guys, and overall I think we did pretty good. We had a few busted plays here and there, but overall we did pretty good.
In national news, the NFL preseason is almost finished, giving a small picture of what the season will unfold. Key games throughout the week were the Rams' 23-22 victory over the Chargers, where Stetson Bennett tried to show he can get it done, throwing 28 for 40 with 324 yards and 1 touchdown. The young quarterback worked wonders in college, taking Georgia to back-to-back college championships, but has struggled to make a name for himself in the league. Another key game of the week was the Browns holding off the defending Super Bowl champions 22-13. The Browns put on a defensive masterclass, holding Kevin Patullo's offense to only 88 combined yards, giving a bad impression of the new offense coordinator to fans. That's all the sports updates I have for you, Cersei fans. Now back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Chandler. Be sure to come out and support our Lions in the start of their new season.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today, Cersei. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei High Line TV.
And to follow us on X at Line TV, Instagram at Cersei Line TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Line TV. Signing off, I'm Marley Snow.
And I'm Jayla Chase. See you next week, Cersei.